Everything you are watching right now was generated from a text prompt. No After Effects, no timeline, no keyframes. I tried replacing motion graphics with AI and Claude, and I had only 30 minutes to build real animations, even a viral tier list, using nothing but prompts. It worked and it changed everything. So there are a few things we need to do in order to create our motion graphics and also this viral tier list that I just mentioned. So obviously we need to download the desktop version of Claude. So in order to do it, the easiest version is just head over to Google and just write Claude download. That's pretty much it, and it will be probably the first link, which is here, and then you will see this option here. So obviously depending on your computer, I have MacBook, so I'll download it on MacBook, but if you have Windows, you can just download it here. So either MacBook or Windows, right? Obviously for me it's MacBook, so I need to download it and then install it, and that's pretty much it. Once you have it on your computer, we will need to download a remotion skill. All right, so this is my desktop version of Claude. As you can see here, we have chat, we have cowork, and we have also code. And if you don't see this option, if you don't see option cowork or code, it means that you need to upgrade your subscription. In order to do it, you can do it in the desktop version or in the web version. So here you can just click here and then upgrade plan, and you need at least pro plan to make it work. So as you can see, I have the pro plan. Obviously, some people are taking bigger plans than that, but I just took pro plan for this case, and then we'll see, maybe it will be enough, maybe I'll need to upgrade it later, but for now I have the pro version, and this is completely enough to generate everything you need. So head back to our Claude, and now you should be able to see the cowork version and the code version. So now what we have to do is to open the code version, and now we need to add the remotion skill. And in order to add the remotion skill to Claude, you need to just use this link. This link will be in the description as well. You don't really need to understand what's going on here. I also don't understand it that much, but what you need to do is just take this skill and install it in your Claude code. And there's also one more important step, which basically will decide where Claude will save all his files. So as you can see here, my folder is named Claude, so it's really up to you. You just need to create this folder somewhere. I have it with my YouTube folder where I have all the videos, raw footage and stuff like that. Once it's done, you will see it exactly as I see it here. So now what you need to do, you just need to use this prompt that I have here. So you can just copy the whole prompt, the whole text, and you just say install the Claude skill. We are going to be rebuilding remotion videos here. Can you build me an example? What is really important, it will not work if you don't do it, you need to pick the Opus model. Before I was trying to do it with Sonnet and it didn't work. There were problems, there were some code issues. So if you want to have no problems whatsoever, just use Opus. I know Opus is a little bit more credit consuming, but still you need to use it. Because otherwise you will be just using Sonnet and then Opus to fix everything, and you'll waste even more credits. So just use Opus from the beginning and you'll avoid many problems. So once you do it, you will see this, what I can see here. So we'll start installing your Claude code, and it's from time to time it will ask you if you allow it to access your folders and stuff. You just need to say yes, obviously, because otherwise it cannot work. And if you have any problems, the beauty of the system is that you can simply ask Claude to fix something for you. So obviously I have no idea how to code, but then basically Claude said, well, let me know when Node is installed and we can fire it up, or just let me know what video you want to build next. And then I simply asked the question, how will I know if the node is installed? He answered the question, and I also had some problems because, as I mentioned, I was using the wrong model, so I was not using Opus but Sonnet, and I had some issues. So as you can see here, for example, I didn't know what that means because you need to do it in terminal, but it's really easy. So if you have no idea what is going on, you just copy what you see in terminal, you paste it here, and it will fix everything for you. So this is pretty much straightforward, and it will say what is the status. So it's pretty much self-explanatory, and once it's ready, it will give you a link that you can check in order to see if the remotion video is ready. Now I know you came here to watch all these motion graphics and how I made them, but I have even something better for you. So it's not really a motion graphic, but I will show you how to generate interactive applications. In this case, it's gonna be a tier list. So there's a website, it's a great website I was using many times, but this is basically TierBuddy, and this allows you to create tier lists. And you can do it directly in Claude Code too. And I know Claude Code need the right skill for it, but let's forget about skills for a second. We will just say what we want to achieve, and then we will see if we can achieve it without any skills whatsoever. So this is what I wrote. I want to make an interactive tier list where I can drag and drop icons to their place, exactly like TierBuddy. For the tiers, make sure to use these letters and colors. And I also uploaded the video that I want to see. So this is basically the result I want to get. So very simple tier list. So this is pretty much it. I just wrote the prompt, 1 minute, and it was ready. And I just wrote, can you give me a full link, because the tier list wasn't working for me. So I just copied the whole link, and here is the result. Look at that. Obviously you can change all the colors, background, whatever you want, but for me this is already good enough. You can take screenshots, which is great. You can reset it, or you can add items. So when you add item, you can add a name, you can add image, and upload your image as well. I uploaded a few of them, so let's see how it works. Let's say we have some medicine, we can just drag it, and let's say we drop it on A, and it works. It was just one prompt, the same D, C, whatever, S tier, or magnesium, we put it into, let's say, F tier, whatever. So this is really mind-blowing. This is so powerful, and many people use tier lists for their YouTube videos. Now you can create them directly with Cloud Code with just one prompt. It was super easy. I just uploaded these icons as well. So this is really mind-blowing. Just wait until you see the next examples, because this is really the next level. And now again, if you want to generate any motion graphic, you can just take a link and then you can just say, can you recreate this animation? So I took one animation that I liked, and I basically said, can you recreate this animation for me? I want to see if I don't do anything specific and I don't have any complicated prompts, if it can generate any good results. He said it would generate this animation. It said all the details, and I basically said what kind of animations I want to create, because he was struggling with finding the right animation. So I just downloaded this animation and I just uploaded directly here. He checked the file, and basically I could see the preview. It basically took me 1 or 2 minutes to generate the animation that you can see here. Obviously it's not perfect, but you can edit it later, so it looks quite nice. What we can do, we can add zoom or whatever else, but you can just even take it as it is. It took just let's say 1 minute to create it. So what you can do, you can just pick a codec version, frame range, output name, and also log level. So you just render it and you will have your file ready to edit it in whatever it is. It might be CapCut, it might be DaVinci, it might be whatever other software you're using. So this is the first animation. I would say it looks quite nice. We have animated numbers and text, and also these icons here. This is not bad. As I said, if I would be animating it myself, I would probably just I would also add a zoom so we can see it clearly, and we also have something that looks a little bit more like that. So we have these video components, and we have all these boxes here, or all these icons. Okay, so now let's do something even more complicated. Now let's recreate Apple animations, because they are really nice, they are clean. I want a motion graphics video showcase where each one of our products comes into frame one at a time, surrounded by high-end motion graphics. Keep the same color scheme. The offer is a Black Friday. Showcase 5 products at least. Okay, so it started generating, so we can see preview here. It did a really nice job, I need to admit. So here is a whole video, and also the Black Friday promotion. So this is nice. Let me show you what it looks like right now. Here is the whole animation. I only changed one thing in this animation, but even without the changes, it looked great. So when you see this iPhone here, before it was just a graphic, it was not a real iPhone, so I had to replace it. I'll show you in a second how, but let me show you the full animation, because in my opinion it's great. We can see all the products. The transition is nice, and we also have Apple Watch, the prices. This is all good. We have the Black Friday promotion, shop now. In my opinion, it's great. It will take me again at least 1 hour to do it by myself, and here we did it just in 1 minute. So once I get this animation, I did one thing. So as I mentioned before, when I generated animations, all the images were just generic icons like that. So basically what I did was this. I just said, can you replace the icons to actual product photos? Should I add product photos to the folder? And then he said what kind of names I should add to it, and I did it. So images I added them basically here, and then I got the final version. So again, very nice in my opinion. And it's time to generate something even more complicated. So let's do something different. This is a video from my client channel, and I want to animate this. I want to see these numbers going up, this graph also rising. So let's animate this. So let's head back to Cloud Code. And now this is the whole prompt. I want a motion graphics video showing YouTube video going from 0 to 582,000 views, from 0 to 74,000 watch hours, and from 0 to 19,000 subscribers. The blue graph line grows white place. And I also added the screenshot I just mentioned. I was waiting 1 minute, but the first version was a little bit off. So what I had to do is to tell it exactly what I want to see. So I said, no, it must look exactly like the image I gave you. Yours look different, and the proportions and the composition is off. So basically this is what I had to do, and it gave me a video. So let's see what it looks like right now. So here is the animation, and here we have all the subscribers subscribers, views, watch time. So it's not bad. I would say it's quite good animation. Again, we need to animate it even further. So when you export it and for example you do it in Canva or whatever else you're using, what I would do, I would just zoom in and for example follow this line as it's growing. This is one thing. Or you can just start for example from this frame and then go to this line and then animate it further. So this is very simple, but still the most important part and the most time consuming part is finished. So now all you have to do is just render this video and then edit it further, or just add it as it is. If in your opinion it's good enough, I would improve it a little bit further, but it's really up to you. Now let's take it to the really next level, a full promotion that people would actually pay for. Make a promo for the GymShark, use photos and videos available on the website, use their PNG logo, horizontal video, some brand, font and colors. Call to action is 50% off of your first month, professionally designed and beautifully animated. And to be honest, here I didn't do anything. I just set this one prompt and it was completely enough. And now you're probably wondering what it looks like. What is the final outcome? So let me show you, because this is really mind-blowing. Just take a look at this. We have the logo, we have the first image or the first animation, the second one, the third one, and in my opinion it's very clean. Obviously there are a few things that you could improve by yourself, but if you consider that it took me just, let's say, 1 minute and write one prompt, obviously you can improve it further. You can say, oh, I don't like this part, or for example, I don't like this line, can you remove it? It will do it for you. But this version is already good enough for me. It was one prompt, 1 minute, and we have this whole brand promotion, let's say, or a deal that people would actually pay for. So now you know how to generate motion graphics with Cloud Code. But what if we took it to the next level? So if you would like to see the full potential of Cloud Code and what it can do, make sure to watch this video you can see on the screen right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.